First question is, how do you get into this? And what you're going to do is you want to left click on your mouse right here, and then you're going to see some options. I'm going to scroll down until I find it here. It's under L. It's LibreOffice 6.1. Going to left click on that. And we are going to go into this one right here. It says LibreOffice Calculate. I'm going to double click on that. And now we've got the screen up here and the spreadsheet up. What I'm going to do is enter in some data real quick, and we'll take a look at that. Let's take a look at some of the key components we're going to use for this. There is the undo button, where you can undo a move that you made. There is the redo button. And then over here there's a sort button. And then there's a sort ascending, sort descending right there, and of course the auto filter. That's the auto filter right there. Welcome. What I've done here is I've entered in some just totally random data. I've got color in this A column right here. In the B column, I've got value 1, and then of course the C column value 2. And what I want to do right here is just show you a couple different ways that you can sort data. And in this type of spreadsheet here, or I think it's LibreOffice Calculate, I believe, is what this one's called. But I call them the spreadsheets. I've used a bunch of different ones over many years, and just wanted to show you some quick ways to do some sorting here. So what I like to do is on the mouse, I'll left click, and then I'll just select the data like so, and then let go of it. And then there's a sort option here. There's a sort ascending option here. And of course there's a sort descending option there, and auto filter. So we're going to take a look at these specific ones in this video right here. So let's go ahead and hit sort. When we hit sort, it gives us the option of how we want to sort. We can prioritize what we'd like to do first, second, and third. So for example, it's got the color right here. That would sort by color first, and then value. Let's see, we don't have a second option actually. And it would sort by ascending order, or we could do descending order, however we want to do it. Let's say we don't want to sort by color. Let's say we want to sort by value number 1, ascending. Let's say in the second one we want to do, let's say we want to do value number 2. And we'll do ascending as well. But as you can see, you can choose as many different keys as you want. So we're going to sort there. And it sorts it from lowest to highest. So the lowest number was blue 1, orange 1. And then corresponding values as such. So we have all this data selected here. And we'd like to sort it. We've done the auto filter there. What we like to do is we've got it sorted by color. We'd like to do value. So we do sort ascending, and that's what we have, ascending from lowest to highest by each color, of course. And then we can also go sort descending. We're going to click on that right there, and it changes it up where it goes from the highest to lowest. And we're looking at value 2 where it's sorting there. Let's hit sort ascending right there. And that's sorting as value 1. There's a lot of different ways you can play. Like say we want color, we can do a sort ascending. We can do sort descending, where it goes from the highest letter to the lowest letter. You can also do the same thing with value. As you can see, there's different options here: sort ascending, sort descending, top 10, empty, not empty. a lot of different options you have for sorting data there. Same thing with value. Let's say we want to do ascending. We get the lowest number and then the highest number, and obviously this will be the first choice. As you can see, the colors right here are all different. This is nice because there's a lot of different ways you can sort your data, no matter what have you, as far as what you're managing. There's a lot of different things you can do with this, but this is the basics as far as being able to sort colors and numbers. Let's do this one right here. We're going to sort ascending value. So we got lowest to highest. Then of course, let's say you wanted to know what the highest value is. You just click sort descending. So we got blue is 65, the orange 50, red. And there's a lot of different things you can do on top of this, but we're just looking at different ways to sort and group here. So that was some of the basics so far. What I've done is I've entered in some more data here, and I'm going to select it. I'm going to left click on the mouse, hold it down, and then release. I would like to show you a few more tricks that I like to use here, just some stuff that I like. There's these options right up here that we've showed earlier. What I'd like to show is some more options. If you look under data, it's up top. It's actually right over here, data. I'm going to left click on that, and it gives a number of different options here. Most of the options we've already seen. What I'd like to focus on in this one is the subtotals feature, which is pretty cool because it can calculate and sort all this data for us. As you can see, we've got a bunch of different colors, and we'd like to know, let's say we want to know the sum of different colors, and we're looking at the value in column B right here. Let me get this out of the way here. I'm going to select value and then sum, which would be the function right there. And I'm going to hit OK. And it gives me a sum for each one of the colors I've done. You can see blue is 14, green is 22. And if we scroll down, we'll see that the grand sum is 172. Okay. Remember the undo button I talked about earlier. We've got our original data now. What we'd like to do is, let's say we want to find out the average for each color, the average value here. We can do that. What we'll do is we'll go to data, left click on the mouse, and we're going to go all the way down to subtotals right here. Click on that. And this time we want average. So we're going to click on the value, and we're getting average value. So go ahead and do that. Click OK. And it gives us an average. So blue is an average of 7. Green's average is 11. Orange average is 8. Pink's average is 15.5. Red's average is 29.6. Our average for each one is like 15.63. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with the data. Let's back out here. Let's say we wanted to, instead of going by value, we could go by number. We can do that as well. Let's see here. We go to data, and we're going to go to subtotals. And this time we're going to select the number box right there. And let's say we want an average. Okay, we'll select the use function, average. Okay. And it gives us an average number. Blues is 4.5, greens is 5.5, orange is 7.5, pink is 7.5, red's average is 5.3. So it looks like orange and pink have the highest averages, 7.5 each versus a grand average of 6. So yeah, a lot of cool features. We can also just go to random sort features as well. You can go to data, let's see, sort. And it'll give us options again like I showed earlier. This time we want to sort by color, so we'll just sort ascending color. We could also make a second thing. We could sort by value. let's say we sort descending value, and then we'll just leave the third one by itself. So a lot of different options you have with sorting, depending on what you want to do. But you have to have an idea in your head as to what you want to do. We'll click OK here, and now we've got it nice and neat, each color in their respective orders. So yeah, this is kind of cool. I've used spreadsheets in multiple functions. It's been very helpful to me to sort through a lot of data quickly. The main thing is just to try to figure out okay, I want to do this, and then the next question is how do I do it? But yeah, that should pretty much wrap up this tutorial for the basics of sorting data. Hopefully this helps you out a little bit. The more you play around with it, the more you figure out, and that's about the best I can tell you. And always keep looking, keep trying to learn and stuff, and you get better at it, and it's pretty cool. Like some of the things you can do, you can save a lot of time sorting through stuff. It's just a matter of knowing how exactly do I do this. And of course that's going to wrap this up. I'd like to thank you for watching and wish you good luck.